Hi, this is SK and you're watching Inspo Vibes with SK. I was a little down under the weather and therefore no videos for the last 2 weeks, but guys, I'm back thanks to all your good wishes and your prayers. So today I want to talk about this guy Atlas. Well, this mythological character we must have read about, who holds the earth on his shoulders. He's bending over, he's sweating, his shoulders are tired, but he's still holding on to the earth on his shoulders. And many times since my childhood, I have wondered what would happen if one day Atlas decides to shrug. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I went on a bike ride, yeah, 1000cc BMW bike, and it gave me a thrill of a lifetime. Okay, it was so powerful. And when I got off, I wondered, would the bike still give that kind of pleasure if the engine were taken off? Probably not, obviously not, because the bike is what it is because of the engine and the power stored inside that engine. You take out the engine, and the bike is just a pile of metal and plastic. Similarly, families, in our workplace, in organizations, everywhere, you would see these few people, these few minds that constitute the motor of that family, that constitute the power or the center, or so to say, the atlas of that organization, which holds the organization or that family or that community or that group on their shoulders. And they are the ones, they are, like the fuel and providing the energy to the rest of the people connected in that system to keep on running. One day, if they were to decide, I've had enough, oh man, I'm tired, I need a break, what will happen? So, what motivates them to continue day on and day on and day in, day out, to be the way they are, to continually supply the power to the motor that rests on their shoulders? So, what would happen one day when Atlas decides to shrug? When the sun one day decides, I'm not going to rise and shine today, the whole world would be in a 24-hour cycle of night. So why would the sun rise every day? Why would the Atlas stand up every day and take the burden of the family, the community, the organization on his shoulders and continue day in and day? Well, the answer is very simple, because that's what they know to do. That's what they do best. It is not with any larger social goal of doing good for the others. It is simply and simply for the sheer joy of the productive genius that resides within them. They simply will continue to do because that's what they know best to do, right? They will simply continue to create because that's the way they are wired. If they will not create, they will stop living. Okay, so what I want all of you to do, probably you must be wondering, what is SK talking about Atlas and Atlas shrugging and motors and sun and not rising? Okay, let me just simplify this. What I want to say is, all around us there are two types of people: those that are the motors, and those that depend on these motors to be running so that their lives can run. If you are that motor, very simple, you have that motivation inside of you to keep your motor running because that's your natural way of being. And if you are that second, the larger 80% group of people who derive their power from this engine, this motor, you are those metal and plastic parts of the motorcycle, and you require the engine to run in order to be a complete system and move ahead. then mind you, from time to time, do take out time to acknowledge these engines and these motors in your lives, these atlases in your organizations, these atlases in your relationships, who are holding the burden on their shoulders and giving you the life supply and life source day in and day out. Because we need them in order to keep running, and our acknowledgement from time to time means a lot. Although that's their natural way of being, and they will continue to be so. Right? So don't forget to take time out once in a while to acknowledge these atlases and these motors in your life and tell them how grateful you are and how much you appreciate them and their existence in your life. And if you're a motor yourself, carry on regardless. Right? So with that, I come to the end of today's video. If somewhere you like it and it makes sense to you, don't forget to hit on the like button. Subscribe to my channel by clicking on the bell icon. It lets you know every time I post a video, which generally happens to be once in a week. Do share my videos with others around you, because believe me, the world needs a lot of inspiration, and each one of us can do our little bit to bring that inspiration in everybody's daily lives. So till we meet again next week with yet another video, this is SK signing off. You take care, be safe, adios, and bye bye.